I'm Joyce.
I'm Kathy.
This is the Pilkington Homestead. And today we're making the bunny for Easter. We have already made the cakes. We did a video on the cakes. And what you do is you take the two cakes, you put them together. You'll have two, and you just put a little icing in the middle, put them together. You measure 5 inches to the center and cut it. Then you put the biggest part of it with the cut side down, the round side up.
Put icing in between. Did you say that? Yeah.
If I didn't, I'm sorry. You do ice it and then you put them together.
Yeah.
Then you have the other part that was smaller, and you cut it in half. And you put it in the front for the head of the bunny. You make sure that you have the cut side down and the cut side towards the round of the cake. The other side, you pull it apart. You know, it's iced, but you pull it apart. You put the cut side down and the curve going back. Okay, so now you got the shape. And what we're going to do is take and round. I'm going to do this on the side. Round, take a serrated, how do you say that? Serrated?
Serrated.
Yeah. Knife and make it kind of a curve on both sides of the legs.
I know what we call it. Raggedy.
Raggedy. You're right.
A raggedy edge.
Okay.
That's
now,
what I'd call it.
Now, you've done that on both sides, and you keep your little bits because you're going to make the tail with it. Okay. That's good. Now, in this part, you take and you just cut it just a little so that it's a little more curved towards the body. And then you're going to cut for the face. Just cut this part right here. Now, you have got yourself a bunny. And what we're going to do now is ice it. Oh, something I did forget. Well, I'll do that next. So you just ice it. The icing we made earlier in the Mama's Easter cake.
Yes. And then the cake itself is the best cake for everything.
So you just ice it. What we made the cakes yesterday. And then we made the icings this morning when we was making that other cake. So that we could just do them at the same time because this is Good Friday. It's almost Easter.
Yeah. We have grandkids for the weekend, so it's going to be
They're going to
busy.
like this cake.
Yeah.
I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I turn it.
After you get it iced, you're going to put some, you kept the pieces of the cake. You're going to crumble it all up, and you're going to make a ball, and that's going to be the bunny's tail.
And these ears are, what'd you call them?
Biscotti?
Biscotti?
You can tell we're so with it today.
Yeah. Anyway, these are...
They're good.
They're a good cookie. Anyway, they are going to be the ears.
And it does not matter if you kind of do boo-boos because the cake's cut and it kind of comes up with you. Just get it smoothed because you're going to put coconut all over this cake. So it doesn't matter. It's not like another cake where you don't want any crumbs to show. This one doesn't matter so much because we're going to cover it in coconut.
And what color coconut we're using? White?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a white bunny. That's good.
That's true. You know what? That's a good thought. You can make this bunny any color you want it to.
Yeah.
Kind of like chicks. You know, you go in at Easter, you go to some place like Tractor Supply or something, and they have all these colored chicks they bring home. Bless those little chicks' heart.
Yeah.
And
But you know, they used to dye them so the kids could bring them home for Easter, but the animal people stopped that.
Did they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because that's why they quit dyeing them, because they thought it was, you know, the kids
Cruel.
were excited. They brought them home and then they let them die, you know, and
Chickens are precious.
yeah. They
I
didn't-
love my chickens.
Yeah. And so now that's why at Tractor Supply there's a limit how many you can get. It's for agriculture. Because people would come and buy one purple chicken.
Okay. I think I just about got, well, I got the head, don't I?
You've got to turn it on.
Okay. That was my phone. I forgot to turn it off.
There's some right here that don't have ice.
What about that side? Did it look like I did everything?
On that? Yeah, maybe at the top, honey.
Okay. I have a little bit there.
My
baby.
kids always beg for those colored Easter chickens. I never did let them have it, but I did. My son Marcus, he wanted a bunny, and so I went for Easter, bought him a bunny. I'm trying to remember, it was white with little brown speckles on it, and he named it Easter. And he was only, I guess he was 3. And we kept that bunny in the house forever. He'd put it in his little shopping cart and push it around the house. And I put plastic his whole bedroom was plastic so that the bunny could jump around and he could play with it. Eventually the bunny went to a
Crumble that all up.
bunny hutch outside. Just like crumble?
Yeah, just squeeze it because it's going to be a ball.
Okay.
In fact,
Anyway, he had more fun with that bunny. That's the only pet I ever got for Easter.
you put this in it and just make it squeeze like you're making one of those pops, cake pops. Oh, this icing. What?
Oh, nothing.
You're telling me you never made a cake pop?
No, I've never made a cake pop, so I'm sitting here wondering what
What the heck is a cake pop?
the cake is all mushed up, and then I guess how do you?
And then you ice it. That is,
I know that
you know,
my
like
cake
it at Starbucks
Yeah, I
and
know,
places
I
like
know what
that.
they look like. I just never.
That's how you make them. And then you ice them on the outside and dip them in white chocolate or regular chocolate.
Yeah. This cake is really soft. It don't want to stick together real well.
Do you need more icing?
No, I don't need more icing.
Okay.
Got plenty of icing over here.
We have never made this before. I saw it in the magazine. And I thought, I love that. I have to do that for Easter.
So, how many kids do you have coming Easter? They're your great-grandchildren, right?
6. I think I have 6 coming.
6 great-grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
I only have one great. And he lives with me.
And I did, if you notice, I put parchment paper down so that I could get all the messy out. And we also are going to put coconut around it, but we're going to wait until it's iced.
Okay, Joyce, this little...
It's not working? Okay, that's good.
It don't stay together. It keeps falling off, apart. Because I wasn't sure about the icing, what you're supposed to exactly do with it. I didn't know if you want it ice on the outside, then it made the cake crumble.
Yeah, well,
Well, I guess it's supposed to be a fluffy tail, and that's what it is.
yeah. And I'm going to, would you get me a paper towel? I'm going to ice it anyway. But I got it all over my hands.
I did too. It was just sticking together. I
And
was
I'm
like,
like, mess.
I was going, oh cooking is supposed to be messy. Isn't that what they always say?
Now this is really sticky, so I'm gonna
That's
have
what I
to be
said, I
real
couldn't-
careful about making this ball.
Well, when you put that icing in there, I was getting the ball ready, and then the icing made it, I don't know, stick, and it wasn't really wanting to do what I think it was supposed to do. Okay, we're gonna ice the ears, right?
Yes. You want to do it?
No, I was gonna let you ice them, and I'll put the pink in there. Let's try
Okay. I just thought you might want to.
Oh, and we gotta. Isn't that hard? I don't know why that one didn't want the cake's so soft. It just like,
Yes, I think that's part of it.
I think so too.
So if you wanted to, you could make this, use a pound cake to make this. And it might not be so crumbly. When I used to decorate cakes, I always used a pound cake.
They hold together so much better, right?
And the cake, yes, it's easier to ice and it just looks better. Okay. Did I get it all done?
I think it's all iced.
Okay, so let's go ahead and put the coconut on it before we do the ears. This is fun. It feels like you're playing with Play-Dohs. What fun!
You know, it reminds me of those, some sort of balls that you could buy, had the coconut all over it.
It was a candy, wasn't it?
No, it was a cupcake, you know, they were fluffy.
Oh, I think I remember that.
And that's what, you know, I don't really remember. You could get pink ones and you could get white ones. Snowballs. Is that what
Oh,
they were
that's right. And they had the white stuff in the middle. It
Yeah.
was so good.
This is what, for some reason, this
I wonder if they
reminded me.
still make those.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I loved them.
I always liked coconut.
I love coconut. I wasn't sure if you wanted to do his face or not since we hadn't put the face on. So
Yeah, we want the. I think you want the hair. You know, when you put the face.
Oh, I
you
guess
would.
that's
You wouldn't be able to put the face on if you didn't have the hair on it. I mean, coconut.
I might don't want to stay. Yes, just as it's gonna look cute.
Okay. I think we got it pretty much everywhere, don't you? I missed that, didn't I? Okay.
It's hard to tell with the white icing and the white coconut.
Let me see if I can get some of this off. So let me see what the heck we've done. We get carried away with coconut. It's so much fun to it's like playing. When we take that parchment paper off, all this will go with it. Then we can put the green. Okay. I hope that looks like a bunny. I don't know if we defined it just a little bit. Make it look like it's... I told Kathy if this didn't turn out, we wouldn't show it. But we may do it anyway, because, you know,
Nobody's perfect.
no. And it'd be fun. This would be fun to do with your kids.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of fun to do with your kids. Okay,
It's a
then
lot better than those gingerbread houses that you put together for kids. Those
they're
are
not
hard.
edible.
No, they're hard.
Yeah, they're not edible either.
We always did that with my kids, and then I'm like, the walls fall off. The icing they send with it doesn't work. But every year, my grandson wants to make another gingerbread house, so we buy it and we do it. Maybe I need to find a gingerbread house that's made out of cake.
You can do that. You can make houses. I got a cake pan. That's a house.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need to come do that for me.
I used it to make schoolhouses.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. For like first day of school.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I used to do. Okay, now I'm going to stick this in his neck. Push it down in there, and then I'm going to do the back.
How cute.
And we're almost done with the icing. Okay, I'm going to do the other one.
You want me to go ahead and put the pink in?
Let me get out of your way. Because I think I'll be in your way.
I don't know. Hope I can. I don't know. They didn't make tips to go with these.
If they did, I didn't see them. Because I've never bought those before. I always colored my own icing. And so I just thought they came with a tip. I didn't know. So if you have to buy a tip, let me know. Because I didn't have a clue. So I
bought these before, and they had little tips with them. And that's why I asked you in the package.
It didn't come in a package.
I know,
It came just like that.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, whoops. You put them together, but you also kind of make them go apart.
How cute.
I know, because they don't quite.
Turn it where they can see what we're doing.
Okay. Now I'm putting some icing on the back of it because you don't want to see the cookie. Okay, so now we have that, and I'm going to pull this out, so I want to define the ears just a little bit from the back. I'm going to do the same kind of up front. Okay. I think we have the rabbit ready, except for the face. And I kind of wanted to take...
This last, the pink?
No, I was going to let you do it, but I was going to take all this off.
Okay.
So that we could kind of see the rabbit.
Okay.
Because we have to everything everywhere. And then after you do that, we're going to want to put the
face together.
Yeah.
And the feet.
Okay, so I'm going to pull this out. There. Oh no, that's a little harder. With the tail.
Well, you're so smart.
And when you do this, you can always like define it, like you want this to be a little bit more flat, more like a little tail. And the same thing with the legs.
Now you've still got the face to pull off. That's going to be interesting. Ta-da! You did it.
Now, Kathy's going to do the ears.
I'm going to attempt to do the ears.
Now I'm going to
Said just to put a little bit. Yeah, I wish I had this clip.
I know.
Oh.
Did you bring your little knife over here?
No, I forgot it.
I'll go get it. Oh, I love it. It looks so cute. It looks so cute.
Okay. They just have some pink in the middle. It would have been easier with the tip, but this works.
I know. I guess I was supposed to buy a tip because I have lots of tips and circles to put them on, and none of them would go on it. It wouldn't fit at all. Can you imagine what my floor looks like when I get through doing stuff like this?
What? I got it too thick there, but it'll work.
It doesn't matter. It's a baby. It's a baby rabbit.
No, but
It's okay.
it would have really done better if you had the tip.
It is so cute.
Okay.
I love it.
Are we ready to do the eyes? Now
Yes.
instead to put them in front.
Mm-hmm. One on each side. What?
I had it so much I couldn't see the front.
Isn't that so cute?
And then the cheeks. Oh, black licorice jelly beans as the eyes, and we cut a marshmallow in 3, and that made the cheeks. It's really hard for me to see the front of that. Is that pretty good? Is it symmetrical?
If it doesn't stick, we'll put a little bit of icing on it. And if you're having trouble with it sticking,
I was having trouble just seeing it because it's in front. And that we made a
We can always put the eyes up higher if you think we need to.
I can't tell. Anyway, the white jelly beans you cut in half, and that's for the teeth.
Lengthwise.
Yeah. Now, do you have the teeth like this or like that? Did the picture say, or does it matter?
It don't matter.
Because it's not going to show up against this white anyway.
Not too well, is it?
Those
And
are
what
two
you're
teeth.
supposed to use licorice for the whiskers. I could not find licorice.
Black licorice, yeah.
I could not find it. Yeah, we have found it jelly beans, but
He fell off.
do you need a little bit of?
No, I just didn't have it poked in there good. And so what we did is we cut these. These are those twists.
Twists.
And they wouldn't untwist. So we had to cut them. And it said to make them 1.5 inches long.
I'm trying to clean up for y'all so you can see the
Now,
rabbit.
what do you think? Oh, we forgot the feet. And this is a long-wise marshmallow. You put it in front of the legs for 3 little feet, and you've made little cuts. 3, so it would make for the toes.
Isn't that so cute? Okay. So do you think, Kathy, we should put
I do.
the green around it and then put some jelly beans?
Yeah. Can you see how the face looks? I think it looks.
I think it looks adorable.
Yeah.
I love it. And see, this wasn't really hard to do. We've made it kind of a mess, but
Just
it
around
was
the
easy.
edge, or you want it on the
Or just around it, close to the bunny. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Ah!
It gives it some more definition.
Oh, I love it.
He's hiding in the grass, waiting for the Easter kids to come.
Oh, this is just too cute. Okay. Then we have jelly beans.
Okay. Those will be the eggs hiding in the grass. Red and yellow.
I think it turned out okay. And I really
It wasn't hard. I thought it was going to be harder than this.
No, it wasn't very hard. And I'm still thinking it would be a great thing for you to do with your kids for Easter. I mean, it doesn't take too many things, and it was kind of easy.
I think it was easier than dyeing eggs. Those
Yeah.
are really messy.
Yeah, those are really messy. So here we go. Here is our Easter bunny.
And we hope you have a really glorious Easter this Sunday, and remember who we remember who Easter is for. It's fun to have Easter bunnies and rabbits, but we have to remember
What it's really about.
Yeah.
And we hope you like it. And subscribe.
Like.
Come back.
Bye.